Hey everyone, welcome to this beautiful conference room that Parker and I are standing in. You'll find this conference room in Knutson Company's new build. We just completed this project in the Boden Office Park. It's a fantastic spot. If you ever get the chance to come in here, check it out, you definitely should. I'll turn it over to Parker right away just to talk about maybe some of his favorite features in this space. We'll get in through a little bit of our process with this room specifically and just really take you on a quick little tour.
Guys, one of my favorite features inside this conference room is just simply this beautiful conference room custom built table that we have. The bases are actually a round timbre dowel system that we got from Wood Veneer Hub. Also some Wood Veneer Hub materials up on the ceiling. Those are acoustical panels. We did some unique stuff with the HVAC system so that it still operates. So there is some air dumping through this Wood Veneer Hub panel system. Yep. And we removed the acoustical panel from the backing of it just for HVAC purposes in a couple spots. But the cool thing is that it hides all the HVAC vents so that it just gives it a really clean look. Back to this conference room table. So we wanted to make sure that the seams in this table, which is too big for a simple single slab. So we moved the seams to the outside edges so that when you walk in here and you look at just the general size of this conference room table, the center of it doesn't have any seams. So we have a full slab at the center, and then the last couple feet is seamed, but it definitely draws your eyes away from where the seams are, which is definitely a good way to do it and leads itself to a really cool look.
Maybe you can speak to some of the clients' requests for this space as far as maybe like noise and light and how we incorporated that into the build, and talk about maybe some of those specific features.
Yeah, so pre-construction, our client Cam, he wanted to make sure that we did a sound masking system in a couple areas, and the conference room was one of them. He has a lot of meetings inside this conference room. He wants to make sure that while he's in here, he's not hearing the noise from outside the conference room. So this white noise system gets implemented, but I think it maybe seems odd, but you put the sound masking system inside the room that you want to hear less stuff from outside the room. It'd be tough for you guys to hear on camera, but when you turn the sound masking system off, you realize how much acoustical value I think it brings into just help canceling noise that's coming from the outside.
There's an obvious and definite difference when the machine or the masking system turns off. It's night and day difference. Yeah. It really is.
Another really important aspect, I think, to working with Cam on this building was he might have a little bit of an addiction when it comes to lighting. He really cares about lighting. He cares about natural light. He cares about the lighting system. And we actually ended up doing a color tunable lighting system from Cooper that allows all the lights throughout this building to be color tunable. So Tom's actually messing with the lights right now. He's, I think, raising it up to 6,500K in terms of color. And then we can go all the way down to a 3,000K light, which is a much more residential feeling light. So depending on the time of day or the event that you might be having at home or at work, or in this case, in this office space, you can tune the lights to whatever time of day it is or whatever type of event you're having, which is a really cool feature in this building, I think. Tom, if you want to speak a little bit towards, so like during the actual build process, how does that information get captured, and how do we implement that into our process so that our clients ultimately are having us price what's important to them?
Yeah, I think we intentionally spend a lot of time listening to our clients, asking correct questions to get answers out of them that are meaningful for what they're intending each space to be used for. This conference room is a prime example of that. The sound masking, the tunable lights, and so we'll just track all of those conversations, listen well to our clients to help them implement throughout the construction process exactly what it is that they're after in each space, so the function of that space matches what their intent was up front in the process.
And then how does that information correlate to the pricing that we give our clients?
Yeah, so I would say that our pricing is as transparent as possible. Our clients do see every single invoice, every single bill, every single estimate. There's nothing that we hide from them. And so up front, what that means is as we're bidding out a project, we'll have an invoice or an estimate, we'll have an estimate up front for our clients that would show this sound masking system is going to cost X dollars. Then they can make that choice as to how they're going to spend those funds, if it's important to them and they want to or not. And then as that gets implemented, they'll see that final price show through on their project cost.